Good morning, children. How are you all? So, today we start our chapter number 4, Organization of Data. Before organization of data, I will just recapitulation of the chapter 3rd, that is our collection of data. As you know, that in economics, especially in the statistics, data is a very important part, and we have to collect the data and statistical for the statistical inquiry. There are two sources of data, internal source and external source. The department, those who want to survey for something, for particular thing, they will just survey internally. External source, it is also divided into two parts, primary data or secondary data. So in the previous chapter, we read about how many types of primary data are there, what is the use of secondary data, how can we use the data, how can we divide it in the proper way, or what are the merits and demerits of the data. Also, we studied about the census method and the sampling method in that chapter, or random method or non-random sampling method. Also, we have studied in that chapter. Why we have to recapitulate the collection of data? Because these chapters are linked with each other. After the data collection, what we required? First of all, think about, for example, if you bring something at your home. For example, you will bring some grocery to your home. So what you have to do after that? You have to arrange the grocery. The where you have to put the toiletries, you have to put there only. Whatever the rack or place is there, or whatever the containers are there, you have to put the rice, salt, sugar, tea, biscuits in that. So what we are doing, we are arranging them, we are organizing them. So after collecting the data, we have to organize that. So that is our fourth chapter, organization of data. So data, why we are doing organization of, if the things are in a proper way or in the proper place, it is easy to use them. It is easy whenever we want, we will do that thing. It is easy if the after any other person comes from outside, they are also easily use it. So that is why organization of data is very important. So first of all, how organization data work, I will tell you. Organization of data refers to the arrangement of figure in such a form that compares of the mass of similar data may be facilitated and further analysis may be possible. So what we are doing, we are making the things easy, making the data easily, because we want to use it, because we want to analyze it. At the time of analysis, if we are arranging them, so it is making taking so much time and so much manpower also, and wastage of money also. So first of all, we have to classify the data according to their groups, according to their characteristics, according to their use. So the process of grouping data according to their characteristics is known as classification of data. Classification is a process of arranging data into a sequence in a group according to their characteristics, or separating by them by the related parts also, or for the motive also, whatever why you are collecting the data. So for completing that, we have to classify the data accordingly. So our data is very important to classify. After the classification of data, we have to learn about the objectives of the classification. Why it is we are classifying. Already I told you, I gave the example of the grocery, that when you bring the grocery, what we are doing? We are arranging them in a proper way. First point, to simplify complex data. To simplify complex data means to eliminate the unnecessary details and make a huge mass of the complex data in a simple form, and in a condensed or a log and the comprehensible form. So it helps in highlighting the significant features of the data. to facilitate understanding. To facilitate understanding means we can make the data easy or in a proper way, so anyone can understand that thing. Means classify the data according to the group, according to their similarities or dissimilarities. We can arrange the data so anyone, fact like educated or uneducated or any kind like that, they can understand that thing. That is called the facilitate understanding. To facilitate comparison. Comparisons classification enables us to make the meaningful comparison, draw the interferences of the local locate facts are there, whatever the facts is there, we have to just put them so it is easy to compare them. And next is to make analysis and interpretation easy. In this, what we have to do, we have to arrange the data and finding them like out of cause and effects of the relationship between them based on the critical between the data. So it is easy to us to understand that thing, to arrange and put the data according to their common characteristics. It is easy to understand. That is why this point is given here. What we have to do, we have to arrange the data according to their common characteristics. For example, if we brought some, I gave the example of the grocery. So what you have to do? You will put the biscuits in the biscuits, or some snacks you have to brought with you. So what you have to do? You will arrange that thing according to that. So it is easy for us to take them from there. Now the types of classification. After the objectives of the classification, we will discuss about the types of classification. There are five types of classification. Geographical classification, chronological classification, qualitative classification, quantitative classification, and alphabetic classification. So first of all, we will discuss about the geographical classification in detail. When the data classified according to the geographical location or region, like state, city, region, zone, area, etc., it is called geographical classification. I gave one example. With the help of table, you can understand that thing very well. Here, state-wise estimates of production of food grains. There are 5 states I have taken, and I gave the total food grains thousands in the ton. So what I had done, I can classify the data according to the state wise. So it is easy to understand to anyone that what is the production of the Andhra Pradesh, what is the production of the Bihar, Karnataka, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, likewise that. So that is called the geographical classification. According to the geographical region, we will classify the thing. We can take anything in the example total. In place of total production, we can take population or something else. Next is chronological classification. Now we have to discuss about chronological when the data are observed, or you can say data is classified with respect of different period of time. The types of classification known as a chronological classification. Or you can say that when data are observed over a period of a time, the type of classification is known as chronological classification. Like a national income figure, annual output of wheat, monthly expenditure of household, daily consumption of milk, etc. are some example of chronological classification. For example, here. For example, in the population of India 1941 to 1991, this is the period of 10 years. Every 10 years there was census is there. So what we have done, we have taken the data of the 1941, then 51, then 61, then 71, then 81. 3.87, 36.11, 43.91, 54.82, so 68.33. So what we have done, we have done try to make a table to understandable that every 10 years, whatever the after the census, whatever the population of our country. So that is called chronological.